Alright people, it's Spratt here, and today we're looking back at example 3, pretty much my biggest Black Ops 1 montage ever, and this was released on 18th of August 2012, so 2 years ago now, over 2 years old, which is crazy. Time does fly, honestly does, and I'm still playing this game. What am I doing? But this video, well this intro, sorry, me and Meerkat, who the guy who edited it, decided to put example 1 and example 2 intros at the start, just to kind of show you guys where the video came from, the series came from, sorry, and we instantly regret it, because people thought it was supposed to say example 3 because they hadn't seen the previous ones, and then just called us idiots because we made a mistake, but we didn't, so let's clear that up there. But basically this intro, this opener you could say, as you saw, I pulled up my classes mid-clip, so I got a bunch of kills, pulled up my classes, and it said Spratt presents example 3, something like that, and then I put the classes away and carried on my streak and just carried on the clip. And I actually got such a better clip than I thought I would have got, because when I thought of this idea, I just was expecting a quad feed. That's all I wanted. A quad feed would have been happy with me. The first time I attempted it, I got a split quad feed on Cracked, I think it was. So I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. It looks awesome, but I obviously need to get a little bit of a better clip. And there we have it. So I got pretty lucky there, and I can't remember what inspired me to do that. I might have seen like a trick shot at the time. Obviously I'd been in phase, so it probably was something like that, but obviously they come up with some weird stuff, and I always like to integrate some variety into my videos. And I just saw someone pull up their classes like mid trick shot or something and then shoot the guy, so I thought, hey, let's try that with the old sniper. That leads me on to the little bit of variety again. I always mention this in my montages. I always go for a little bit of variety. As you can see, a bit of a red gun clip there, and I've been using different snipers at the start. But this clip here was it got talked about a lot. A lot of people loved it and kind of asked me where I came up with the idea from. And this one didn't really have any influence. I just kind of thought of it randomly one day. So I got 2 R2K headshots, switched to ballistic knife, and get another headshot for the triple headshot feed. So back then, this clip was crazy. I didn't really think it was that good at the time, but obviously a lot of people loved it. And then I realized after it's kind of something new, and obviously people like kind of new, cool little clips. They're not trying to, sound big-headed or anything, but the clip went down really, really well. But anyway, this clip here, this 3-piece game winner, right, with the no-scope across the map. Let me just tell you about the example 3 release day struggle, right? Because everyone thinks, oh, the montage is done, you just hyping it up on Twitter, everything's finished, and you're just getting excited for the release. For me, it was completely different. I was stressed to the max, right? Because that morning, well, let me just give you some background. If you didn't know, when I make montages, I try to make them as best I can because I want to entertain as many people as I can. So I kind of pick the perfect clips, the best clips that I've hit, and if there's a clip that I don't really like too much, I'll not use it. People might like it themselves, but if I don't like it, I don't want to use it. I don't want to throw it in the video because I want to be proud of the video I made, because you put a lot of months in it, there's no point doing it half-assed, you could say. And basically what happened, well, I'll just talk about that. L96 5-on was my first 5-on with the L96, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that. And my L96 clips in this video, in my opinion, aren't up to standard of what I wanted them to be. I was hitting big splits with the L96, split refills, which is, I wanted refill quad feeds. I didn't really get many at all. I don't think I've actually got one in this video. So I had to roll with L96 quad feeds, and I feel like that's one part of this video that lets it down, and that's an AK quad headshot feed. And I'm just going to hold off on that topic for a second, talk about these few clips. So AK quad headshot feed, really, really nice clips, so happy with that. That was so random. I wasn't even going for headshot clips with the red guns. Then we've got R2K quad headshot feed on Array. Well, probably one of my favorite clips ever. These 3 clips here. So we got the AK quad headshot feed, then the Array quad headshot feed, and then this 7-man PSG clip. Just love these. Honestly, these are the type of clips that I would probably never beat. Even if I keep playing Black Ops 1 over and over, I would probably never beat those clips. They're so good, and it's one of those lucky kind of things that happened randomly, and I think all my luck's gone out of this game now. But anyway, back to the... Nope, we're not going back to it yet. This topic here is this quad feed. So this L96 quad feed, right? This got pushed up, and if you saw my mic light up there, I'm like, oh my god, that's pushed up, I can't use it in example 3. And my mates are just like, oh no, it's enough, it's enough. You could slow-mo it, it'll be fine. And I knew it had pushed up enough. Like it pushed up too much in the kill feed, and it wasn't a solid quad feed for long enough. So out of anger, out of frustration, I just randomly jumped no-scoped. I was like so frustrated, and I just randomly jumped no-scoped out of anger and hit the no-scope across the map. So if that quad feed wasn't pushed up and it was a regular quad feed, I would have been, oh nice, nice little clip there. I wouldn't have been angry, I wouldn't have been frustrated, I would have just carried on normally. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, back to this 3-piece game winner thing. So what happened is, that morning of release, I saw a clip and I'd watched it too many times and I hated it. I was like, you know what, I don't want this clip in my montage. Meerkat, I'm going to replace it. I'll let you know what happens. And so I started that morning, tried to replace this clip, and I had the worst time. I was getting split clips after split clips, couldn't hit anything solid. I was hitting some really nice stuff, nothing was happening. And then I hit this 3-piece game winner with a no-scope at the end. I thought, you know what, that's kind of cool, a little bit different. Obviously trying to get a bit more variety in there. And actually did really well. A lot of people love that clip. Obviously it went up on phase, and a lot of people love kind of the kill cam type of clips. So it actually worked out for the better. Although that day was really, really stressful, it worked out. It did. So kind of crazy day. I thought it'd be a relaxing time, and obviously it would turn out to be a horrific time. But yeah, we just passed the Summit Switch 5, 7, 8 man, whatever it was, with the red gun stuff, and I tried to keep the Summit spawn trap clips the best standard I can. I'm not really sure if you guys know a lot about that, but with Black Ops 1, there's certain parts of the map, certain maps, where you can get a lot more clips than on any other map, and I try not to abuse that as much. Try to have a specific low amount of Nuketown clips or spawn trap clips, stuff like that, and that's why I've kind of kept it to a minimum. And that's why, if you saw it with example 4.5, if you haven't seen that yet, you should go check it out. But I had like War 2K5 on and a PSG quad headshot feed, and people are like, oh, if he's left over in those, I wonder what standard are going to be in example 5. And it's just, I guess nobody's in my mind when I'm thinking about this stuff, but I'm just thinking they're both Nuketown. I've got pretty much the same clip or a better clip, and I'm just not going to use two of the same clip, am I? There's no point doing that. So yeah, if you're expecting some ridiculous clips because I've left over those, I wouldn't be looking out for those. But anyway, I probably missed a bunch of stuff talking about that. So the split like 8-man 096 was a ridiculous clip. I just had to use it, although it was split. You know, you've got to use stuff like that. And then the quad headshot feed split on WMD. That was actually split by 2 on my screen, but when the host sees it differently, like my mate was host and he saw it was only split by 1, I went to theatre and I was pretty lucky and got the split quad headshot feed by 1, so that was kind of lucky. Then it was like an 8-man, 7-man headshot split on Nuketown. Just all these splits, I'm just getting no luck on this game at all. Then we've got the switch quad feed with 2 snipers, which I actually use in 2.5, and I actually end up reusing because I thought I'd get 2 on 96, 2 PSG, but I didn't actually get that in the end, so I had to reuse it, and I felt bad. I apologise to everyone saying I don't know why I used it, because I didn't have a better clip to use. I just thought I would get a better one. So that was annoying. And then there you saw at the end the L96 multi-kill, which was the first of its kind. Obviously you do a bit of reload cancelling and you try and stack the kills so it's get double, triple, multi-kill, whatever. I got single, triple. I was kind of happy with it, but at the same time I was disappointed because I wanted it to be all singles or single, collapse, something like that. I hit mark the 4th guy like 3 times and I missed the 4th guy like twice. So I was so close to getting it. I should have had it like 3 times, like I said, with the hit marks, but whatever, it's all done now. Hopefully you enjoy looking back at it with me. I enjoyed that, and it's nice to talk about it, especially with example 5 being released on Saturday. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy. Let's try to hit 2,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be excited for example 5 on Saturday, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.